And here they are, by popular demand. I've had that many students message me this time saying, Ben, where are they? I need those tips. Well, here you go. Here they come. The suspense, the suspense. Oh, right. So as usual, I'll go through each question and tell you what I think is going to come up this time. Question 1, I'm going pretty mainstream. I think there will be business risks. Now, in December, there were tons of business risks. Every variant of the exam had business risks for 8 marks. Maybe that will happen again, or maybe it will be just one variant of the exam has business risks. Maybe that's a bit more likely. But I expect this time to see the new style ROMs question. Didn't see it in December, so I think it's coming in March. The examiner really likes it. And in that new style ROMs question, you are told what the risk of material misstatement is. You don't have to go and find it in the scenario. The examiner does the first step of the process for you. This has been identified as a significant ROM. Your job is to explain why. But your process is pretty much the same as it would be for any ROMs question. You go through and say, it's material for this reason. Material by size, material by nature. You find some incorrect accounting treatment and explain why it's been accounted for incorrectly. You find areas of management bias, some reason that they'll be wanting to overstate this number, make it look better than it really is, or look for some complexity somewhere where they might have made a mistake. All of your standard hits, the sort of things that you would do for any ROMs question, but you're doing it when you already know what the ROM is rather than having to identify it for yourself. Now, this procedure's for something unusual. The examiner likes to keep us on our toes. They hate the idea for AAA that you can rote learn your way to success. What a horrible thought. A student could learn a textbook and pass my exam? Nyah! I am not having that. That's what the examiner is thinking. That's what they say. So what they do, instead of, can you regurgitate some tests that you've memorized from a textbook or learnt from a previous exam question, they'll ask you about something unusual to test whether you actually understand auditing rather than just memorize things. So stuff they've asked about recently, boat that the business owns, but it's used for marketing because it's a funky looking boat. And how would you value it? Because it's not really used. It's there as a promotional tool. Or we've got a damaged piece of equipment. How would you value it? Or we've got a warehouse that's burnt down. And how would we value this one? So you're looking at something unusual. A holiday pay accrual is another one. And what they're testing is your auditing skills, not whether you have rote learned your way to success. Now, okay, there's a bit of marketing going on in this video. You didn't think I'm giving it away for free, did you? On my course, I do have tons more tips than these ones that I'm just releasing here, but they're only for the people who have bought my course. Take that as you will, but if you need help next time, you'll get more tips from me if you're a paying guest on my course, and I would love to have you. Question 2 of the exam. Now, quality management is something that the examiner has tested really heavily in recent years, loads of it. And in December, there wasn't very much of it at all. So it'd be one of those questions where you're asked to evaluate the quality of the audit work that's already been performed. They'll give you lots of information about a badly performed audit and ask you to evaluate it. It will have been done badly. Your job is to explain why and add depth to it. Don't just repeat the scenario. You don't just repeat what they tell you about this bad audit. You have to add depth. Explain why this audit went wrong using wider facts from the scenario to show your understanding. Or it could be an matters and evidence question, where they ask you matters to consider and the audit evidence that should be on file around certain areas. And there'll be a bit of financial reporting built in there. Quality management, I think, definitely coming up. That's my top tip for this sitting for you guys, not the top tip for the students on my course, because obviously they're going to get other top tips. Anyway, the examiner likes to combine one of these questions with an impact on the audit report. So it becomes a reporting question because, we're 4 marks at the end are, what's the impact on the audit report of something? And the examiner does that quite a lot at the minute. Now, something else I'm expecting to see, which might scare you a bit, is you might be given a sustainability report. So something where the management of the business are reporting on some sustainability KPIs, perhaps. and you've got to critically evaluate it. It will be a poorly constructed report. There'll be loads of problems with it, and you've got to explain what those problems are and why they're significant. Oh, more marketing? How dare he? Yes, you might not know this, though, and this could be helpful for you. I also teach SBL, and if you're doing AAA now in March, well, you may well be bouncing on to doing SBL next. And if you are, I can help you to pass. So I run my own courses with my business partner, Andrew Mower. We tag team for Club SBL, 2 tutors, synergies, 2 + 2 = 5. You get great service from us both. And I'd be delighted to help you to pass SBL. Now, on to the final question. Question 3, the non-reporting question, I think will feature acceptance, where you're asked whether we should take on this piece of work. We're given information about it. It might be technical, complicated, and there might be loads of ethical issues, reasons why we might not want to do it. We haven't seen one of these questions very much recently, so I'm expecting to see that. And I've been tipping this for a while, and it hasn't happened. Fraud. I love a fraud question. And the examiner enjoys them too, I think, because every fraud scenario is very, very different. And so it really tests your understanding and your skills. They can really build in stuff like, how did the controls of the business fail to allow this fraud to happen? Or how could we improve the company's systems and processes to make sure this fraud doesn't happen again? A really good applied question. Might even include money laundering. I'm expecting to see that. I was expecting it in December. It didn't happen. Surely I'll be right this time, won't I? And actually, that's a good point to give you my caveat about these tips. I don't know what's coming up. I have a trusty and reliable gut, but it's not foolproof. I don't know. I'm giving you my best guesses. Well, most of my best guesses, because the very best ones are obviously for people who have bought my course. But this is my gut feel, and I'm doing it, well, to try and give you a steer. But you really should be ready for anything, and the best practice you can do over the last period of your exam prep is recent exam questions. Go onto the practice platform and practice the most recent exams to time. That's how you're best preparing. One last thing. The examiner loves a bit of financial reporting. If you look at the recent past exams, you'll see there's tons, absolutely tons of financial reporting. So if you are going to do a bit of traditional revision over these last few days, let it be revising your accounting standards. Go back up over your SBR notes. Well, just to say, good luck, good luck, good luck. Stay calm on exam day. You will get some difficult things that come up. You will get things you're not expecting that I haven't tipped. Passing comes down to staying calm and remembering your process, your technique, and not letting anything difficult throw you off course. There will be hard things. Move on from those and focus on the easier questions and the easier marks, and you'll have the very best chance of success. Now, if you don't pass and you want my help to pass next time, I'd be absolutely delighted to welcome you onto one of my courses. Just get in touch. Good luck for the exam, everyone.